Hello, everyone. Welcome to AromaTalk podcast. We're actually doing a very special podcast today.
Hello, hi everyone.
We have Leon from Pantheon Roma. He's one of the co-founders and creative directors and all of it. So,
And Pantheon Roma, yeah.
Pantheon Roma. Today, this is a very special podcast. We are doing it at Scent Explore at the MaxAroma Lounge. We're excited to have Leon here. There's going to be a master class right after this about
Gourmand fragrances. So we'll be focusing on what you guys love more because gourmands here in the US are rocking.
It's on fire, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not only my gourmands, but mine are very special to be honest.
No, I mean, Dolce Passione, it's a top gourmand fragrance.
yeah.
There's nothing like that, I would say.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And imagine, I will tell later to our guests at the masterclass, the Dolce Passione came out in 2016. And if you imagine the hype for gourmands coming in late 2020, 2021 after COVID, it was really one of the first that dared that much into gourmand because it's very extreme, to be honest, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
It's very extreme in chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
it's a big
man.
one.
Tell us how you started it. Like, how's the company, who started, and when did you guys start?
Us is a family business. My father used to be in distribution since the early 90s. And so when Niche was born in early 90s, so we've been, let's say, as a family corporate part of the beginning of this story since I was really a child. And I've seen the development, how people start to go into niche, into different stuff, This is happening with wines, with watches, with anything. And in fragrances is blooming right now, that people are going and taking real deep interest for fragrances. So I saw this growing, and in 2013, thanks to my father, we founded those brands just to put together all the experiences we've had meeting perfumer, designers, and other professionals around the industry, and giving the attention of all the players into one love story. So Pantheon is inspired by one great love story.
Nice.
And yes, of course, the gourmand brought the brand to a huge attention, let's say, to a bigger audience. But actually, the brand was born with two fragrances, very classy, that are still doing very well in some countries, that are named Raffaello and Donna Margherita.
That's right.
Those are him and her for us. One is very strong on leather, and the girl is very sweet somehow on tuberose and white flowers. Very interesting fragrances.
Yeah, I was because I think the first time that I actually met you guys was in Mexico.
Mexico.
And then I was tried Dolce Passione. I was like, oh, this is such an interesting fragrance. Let me come to your booth. And then I came to your booth, and then you showed me Raffaello. And I heard Raffaello from another customer that they were telling me that you have Pantheon Roma Raffaello. I was like, no, I don't have it. And then I tried it. I was like, oh, it's beautiful. It was one of those under the radar fragrances that is good. People don't really know about it.
It's for us. It's for niche lovers only.
Yeah.
But the people who love it, who go and like strong scents, because all the Pantheon collection is very strong on extrait de parfum.
Yeah.
So it's for people that already know niche, that already know how you can be surprised, and for strong fragrances. And for niche lovers, there is a world to discover.
Yeah. So now, how many references do you guys have in the collection?
We have actually 10 fragrances for the classic collection. We call it like deer, so in the shape that you used to see. Plus, we have 3 more most recent launches that are already available on maxaroma.com.
Beautiful.
And they are the special collection with a very luxurious packaging, with an upgrade in the design of the bottle. So you have a huge bottle, even if it's 100 ml, it feels like wow, the collector's piece. So those 3 are named with letters R, M, and A, and of course are dedicated to Raffaello and Margherita, the 2 lovers that I told you before. And on that one, you will find the top of the pyramid. You'll find the top of our raw materials, the most expensive one, the most extreme ones, and it's in a special packaging for something special, and it should be in the collection.
And they are limited edition, is that right?
Yeah, not in number of pieces, but in terms of batches of raw material. This is also very interesting for niche lovers. For example, in M, the feminine one, but it's a unisex actually, but it's very flowery. We use a very limited batches of rose. It's a Taif rose mixed with Bulgarian rose. That's making the fragrance so deep and natural, the batch is limited. So actually we don't have a limited number of pieces on the market so far, but who knows, in the future we will have, at least with that batch. So it's very good for niche lovers to go and dig into that technical things and bring home and having in the collection something very special.
Very special, yes, unique. Yeah, I mean, you know, those, I know when we received the collection, it was selling fast. People loved the packaging is really good, and the smell, of course, is just. But the first impression when you open the bottle, it's just like
it?
Yeah. It's
beautiful. Very well cared. The packaging, you need to know why the name Pantheon. First of all, it's one of the biggest, the most important building in the city. Is a circular base building from the ancient time Roman Empire, and inside the Pantheon is a sort of tomb, the sort of place when we keep the major, more important stories of Italy, including the love story of Raphael, our painter, our main characters.
Yeah.
And this is the name of the brand, and it's also the inspiration for the visual, including the box. In fact, the box is round, as the Pantheon is round. So anything makes sense. The majority of the consumer don't know about it, but when they feel, they touch, the same as when you arrived and you had it in stock, you feel it touched and you feel there is something on the back, you know, there is research, care for details, and it was make the difference even for me as a consumer. When I have something on my collection, I want that it's perfectly done and perfectly researched on anything. And
also, you know, especially if you know, like niche fragrances or industries was in the family, so you know all the details, how to make this better, adjust it, so
and it's,
give it a better.
It's always a work in progress, because you improve some little detail and then it moves into an upgrade on something else. And even in juices, you know, even our standard and our bestseller will last forever. But when we found new raw materials, we try, we experiment. So the new launches, most of our clients and our lovers, fragrance lovers around the world, recognize that the newest fragrance have the newest touch. Even the perfumers still are the same working with us, because it's a group of perfumers that it's more or less the same, but creation after creation, they're trying to move their mind, their style, and adapt the style to the new trends. And so the brand is very complete.
That's pretty interesting. And then I know it can be a tough question. What is your favorite fragrance in the line?
Yeah, this is
what
a
is
tough
your
question,
go-to?
you know? Yeah, because I'm a collector, first of all, you know, for passion. And so I own really many fragrances. When I saw a huge collection, I see that it's not just my eel. The passion is there are others that have my same. So even on Pantheon, I do own in my private collection, and I do use many of them. Maybe the one that is closer to my everyday feel, it's Cozy Blue. It's very niche, smoky, little touch of incense and spicy. The Bohur, as the Arabs say. It's lovely, very classy, and to me very easy.
Nice.
Actually in the market it's not one of the fastest running, but it's one of the one that I love. And then number 2 for sure I should mention Annone, because Annone, we can go a little bit into this, because it's our worldwide bestseller, 100%. And imagine, it's not that common for brands to have one fragrance that is bestseller from Los Angeles, California to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Everywhere, that's right,
Because tastes around the world are very different. People like somehow something fresh. When the temperature is very hot, they prefer to wear fresh fragrances. And in the Middle East, they have another culture, another taste for fragrance, and they like very strong. But actually, Annone is sort of trait d'union, is a sort of fil rouge that keeps together the heritage of Middle Eastern scent with a drop of oud, very quality-wise, and at the same time a little bit Mediterranean with some iris, that is Italian flowers, and some saffron and some mango to be catchy, to be trendy in the top notes. So Annone is definitely something very
universal.
So universal. It's my number one, whatever. It's easy. We can discuss about Annone, you know, 10 minutes, but the only thing, you smell it once and it's done.
Nice. No, I mean, you know, again, like I've tried all the fragrances. they're all good. There's quality. There's of course quality in there. Every time I wear it, you know, they give me 10 to 14 hours longevity.
Yeah.
Dolce Passione, I wasn't a big fan of Gourmand before, but Dolce Passione changed my mind about it. Yeah.
Now?
I was like, oh, this is interesting. I can start like.
You know why? You're not the first one telling me this.
Uh-huh.
Because usually when Gourmand are that extreme, like Trastevere and Dolce Passione, you smell it and you're not sure you're gonna wear it. This is the first problem when speaking about gourmands. Not being sure you're gonna use it every day. But actually, the way we worked in raw material, even in dilution, in maceration, is trying to give you longevity, but at the same time to give you not that heavy part that can stuck your nose and creates uncomfort zone, you know. So all Pantheon gourmands are very comfortable to wear and attract into the world of gourmand even people like you that are not used to wear such sweet stuff.
That's right. Yeah. Do you guys work with perfumers in the company? You have your own perfumers or no? You have outsourced?
It's a mix.
It's a mix of both.
So we have some of our fragrances that are signature fragrance from Arturetto Landi, one of the world's most famous perfumer that we love. Is a family friend for us. We love him because he's been behind the scene of many important brands that never declared his name on top. But even big brands I'm talking about, not only niche. He worked for Diesel, for the industry of commercial, traditional perfumery from ages. Actually with us, we leave him the opportunity to be more free, you know, to create freely. And he signed, let's say, 50-60% of our fragrances. For all the rest, that's something that we work in-house, of course with his leadership, because he's our in-house perfumer, but also with different spots, different ideas from all the creative group that's working into fragrances at Pantheon Perfume.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And so anything novelties, anything new coming out soon?
So the newest thing that we have right now, so for this winter season and upcoming Christmas season and new end of the years, are the three super special ones.
Three special ones, yeah.
And R and M was launched last year, and A, the white one, it's now rocking. It's arrived in the market this year. So for the last part of the year, we will have on our noses A mainly. The fragrance has now been reviewed a lot. Demi talked about it a lot most recently because it's a fragrance that is now on the top of the wave.
Nice.
We're gonna arrive. And next year, let's say springtime, something new is gonna come.
So
keep,
we'll
keep in touch.
Keep in touch. You know, I just wanted to, first of all, thank you again. I know you're also busy and you found us this time, you know, for this video. And since we are here, I know you guys have this very nice discovery sets. There's 4 pieces in there. Is that right?
4 pieces, It's
Raffaello, Dolce Passione.
I don't know which is composed, but you can check it out.
So then we got a giveaway. So whoever is watching now, and then because we're at Scent Explore 23 special, so we are giving 23 discovery sets as a giveaway. So make sure that first of all you follow Pantheon Roma on Instagram. Do you guys have on
Instagram? Yeah, on Instagram it's at Pantheon Perfume, and you find the same on YouTube and other social media. At Pantheon Perfume.
And make sure that you give them a follow and leave us a comment down here on the video. Tell us if you guys had tried any of the Pantheon Roma fragrances, which ones you like. And then after this, in 2 weeks, we announce 23 winners and we send you guys all the discovery sets. So thank you again.
Thank you, man.
And then, you know, for sure, we chat again.
And we keep in touch and see you again on MaxAroma.com.